A South Florida family is still searching for answers 42 years after 8-year-old Christy Luna disappeared from Greenacres, walking home from a convenience store.
Tonight, a woman who grew up with Christy is talking publicly about the case. She believes somebody who could be watching right now knows what happened.
Reporter Rachel Perry has the story.
It was 42 years ago that 8-year-old Christy Luna left her home here in Greenacres, barefoot and wearing a turquoise bodysuit. She walked here to a nearby corner store to buy cat food, waving to a friend as she left. But Christy never returned home.
And I remember the night very, very vividly when they came to us and said that she was missing.
Brenda Perici was 12 years old in May of 1984 when she learned Christy Luna was missing.
They knocked on the door, and I remember them saying that she was gone, and they just couldn't find her, and they were in tears, crying.
42 years have gone by, and investigators have followed up on dozens of leads, naming several persons of interest, including convicted sex offender Jerry Alex Groff, also known as Jerry Bailey, and Warren Gilbert Williams Jr., convicted sex offender who lived nearby at the time. He died in 2016. Brenda says she would like to see detectives revisit people they've questioned in the past.
I think that if they went and re-interviewed Charles Rambo and even Willis Rambo, at this stage of the game, I think it would be more beneficial. They may be able to come up with some more information.
In 2025, a detective who worked the case confirmed Charles Rambo and his brother Willis are still suspects, but there is no physical evidence to make an arrest.
You don't just vanish off the face of the earth and there's nothing out there. Somebody knows something. Whether these people are still alive, or family members of these people are still alive, you're hanging on to this information, you're harboring it, you're holding on to it, and that makes you just as guilty. You need to speak up.
As time ticks by, Brenda tells me they won't stop searching for answers, not just for Christy, but for her mother too.
She's now at a point where she doesn't care who did it. It's just a matter of, I want to find my baby. And I think anybody who is a caring parent and a loving parent would want the same thing.
Anyone with information on Christy's disappearance or the person of interest known as Jerry Bailey is asked to come forward and contact the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. In Greenacres, Rachel Perry, WPBF 25 News.